Hi, this is the very last part of a set of keys, and it is really the bibliography of useful works, books that I have found to be worthwhile. It is split into sections. I will just really whiz through it. These are books which are in or out of print. Where to find them? Amazon is not often the best place. You may have to search for them as second-hand books, but in any event, they are some of them available in the Rudolf Steiner e-library for books by Steiner, in particular in English translation. These are the ones I recommend for actual practical aspects. The mostly untranslated German stuff, however, is the best. Wahrspruchwörter, which I think is now in 2 or 3 volumes, is a collection of mantrams, and it's the collection of mantrams. And then there is Seelenübungen and mantrische Sprüche, which are 2 further collections of mantrams. And there is also the celebrated lessons of the first class of spiritual science, which have been translated and are still kept secret apart from in German and English, but they're still fairly difficult to get hold of, and they do cost a lot of money when you can get them. But they are systematic mantrams for meditating your way along the path of inner knowledge. There is also die Ritualtexte für die Feiern der freien christlichen Religionsunterricht, which is the collection of mantrams for celebrating services for children and adults. And the further volume of funeral addresses and meditations for the dead, and the collection of exercises, the Anweisungen für esoterische Schulung, is being published in part in English under the title of Guidance in Esoteric Training. This is where the main exercises that are contained in this volume have been drawn from. And then also zur Geschichte und aus den Inhalten der ersten Abteilung des esoterischen Schüler from 1904 till 1914 are the practical advice on meditations and so on and so forth, which related to the first level of the class. And then the next one was the following volumes for the second and third classes, which should be compared with the Christian community, Christian Gemeinschaft rituals that are given above, because they are very interesting in that they are to some extent the continuation of the same content and a new form. Unfortunately, they are still maintained in the strict secrecy by the Christian Gemeinschaft as far as the act of consecration of man and of the main sacraments. But that is understandable since they are in charge of that. Works by other authors that can be strongly recommended, and in English the translation of Rittelmeyer's Meditation is an absolute classic. It states, obviously, because Rittelmeyer was one of the foundings of the Christian community, very much Christian based, but it does set out what the texts that can be meditated profitably taken from the New Testament and exactly which ones to choose. Corazza's Commento sull'Iniziazione is a magnificent work, being a series of practical comments in Italian on the performance of exercises in Steiner's Knowledge of Higher Worlds. It is currently in print in Italy since this bibliography was first prepared, but it has never been translated into other languages. Massimo Scaligero's Practical Manual of Meditation and Techniques of Inner Concentration are fundamental. I also strongly recommend Meditazione Miracolo, and the Trattato del Pensiero Vivente, the second one, has been translated into English, as has the Tecniche della Concentrazione Interiore. Graal has not been translated in full, though I do have some excerpts in English if you need them. you can contact me. I can send them out to you. Other people also strongly recommended Georg Kuhlewind, From Normal to Healthy, Becoming Aware of the Logos and Stages of Consciousness, are absolutely wonderful. And also Die sanfte Wille, or also known as the Soft Will, are also fundamental works based on practical experience along the path that we are practicing here. W.J. Stein's The Death of Merlin contains remarkable comments, in particular on the memory review exercises. Prokofiev's Occult Significance of Forgiveness is a major work in that it does bring forward the body of, let's say, knowledge, which is based upon performing exercises. It is, I think, his major contribution. I cannot really recommend other works by him, and I have similar problems, with the possible exception of Karl Koenig and Bernard Liebergood, but the other authors that there are, that are, as it were, consecrated by the Anthroposophical Society, people like Athis Floride, are frankly lamentably lightweight. Thank you for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this course. If you have any questions or comments or need anything adding, don't hesitate to contact me at the web address stated. All the very best, and I hope one day to meet. All the best to you. Bye.